Tonight's championship matchup is sponsored by R&R Productions and Biscuit Balm, the athlete's choice. Welcome to the 2025 Spring Division California Beach Hockey Club Championships featuring the Banana Hammocks and the American Bullies. Let's meet the starting lineups for both teams. The starting lineup for the visiting Banana Hammocks. On left wing, number 68, Ryan Roberts. At center, number 77, Aaron DeKoikoi. On right wing, number 11, Luca Alavano. On defense, number 33, Ryan Whipple. Number 25, Paul Budlong. And starting in goal for the Banana Hammocks, number 87, Jacob Patora. And for the American Bullies, we'll see number 5, left winger Chris Klein, the centerman number 7, Gian Adejo, number 19, right winger Paul Heckmuller, and on the defensive pairings for the Bullies will be number 15, Oliver Shepard, and number 28, Jim McDonald, and starting in net for the American Bullies will be number 8, Jesse Millen. We are just about to start action here for the Spring Division Championship game, as we will see both teams line up at the face-off dot, and that's going to be taken away by center Aaron DeKoikoi and knocked back as the Banana Hammocks win the opening face-off now. Ball, comes around to number 15 on the American Bullies. Oliver Shepard he'll dump it down. Here's a chance for Chris Klein now. Klein gets it poked away by Olivado, and that's going to be dumped in, and a chance for the Bullies here. It's going to be a quick shot by Klein that just goes around, and it will be cleared out by the Banana Hammocks. Puck controlled along their own blue line. That will be dumped down, and it'll be DeKoikoi getting there in time. DeKoikoi to Olivado. Luca Olivado. Ball possession along the near boards here as they have a chance in front, and Olivado's chance goes wide. DeKoikoi on it now as he will find Olivado. Olivado cutting to the middle, and that's going to be poked away and cleared down by the Bullies, but it's quickly played back in by the Banana Hammocks, and now the Bullies have a break here. Here's a 2-on-1 chance. Here's Chris Klein from the left side. Can he find any open space here? And a chance in front that is stopped, and that one will be cleared to the back. Another chance for the American Bullies, but that one is going to be knocked away. Here come the Banana Hammocks trying to get something going, but they will ice the ball, and we will have a face-off to the left of Jacob Patora, as Alex Gilt now out there for the American Bullies. There's a chance by Gilt, and that's a long shot that will be blocked. The Bullies trying to create some possession there as Parth Shaw has a good chance there, but can't do anything with it. Here's Shaw trying to find an open man along the near boards with a chance that's going to go wide. And here come the Banana Hammocks now. That's going to be flicked in, but the Bullies gain possession again, trying to create something here. Here's Alex Gelt now. Gelt around the boards behind the net. Chance for Gelt, and he's going to trip up a player on the Banana Hammocks, and that's going to be a penalty. And Alex Gelt's going to go to the box for a 2-minute minor for tripping here at 7:29, the first period. And it's going to be the first power play of the game for either side, as we see him clearly trip up number 25, Paul Budlong, behind the net. And now the Banana Hammocks can go to work on the first power play of the game just 5 minutes into the period. We'll see what the Banana Hammocks can do here, but that puck will be won by the Bullies, and it'll be cleared out to the red line. That's going to be a dump in, and here's a chance for the Bullies as they manage to block it and get it all the way down to the other side of the court. Here come the Banana Hammocks now. Here's a chance and a quick shot. That's going to be blocked as number 64, Charles Shaw, had a good chance there. That's going to be rimmed around and cleared by the Bullies, but the Banana Hammocks managed to clear the puck out and get some possession. But here's a good chance for the American Bullies here, as we see a good shot there by number 15, Oliver Shepard. Heckmuller over to Shepard, and a great save there from Batora. You can tell the Banana Hammocks trying to talk strategy here as they manage to get the puck out of the zone. And they'll dump it in, trying to create something, as that shot will be from center ice, and an easy save by Millen there. A lot of action so far early on, as the Bullies have definitely been just a really good offensive team, creating some good opportunities. The Banana Hammocks had only maybe a couple shots throughout this game so far that have been looking really good. Not a lot of chances on this power play, but here come the American Bullies with a chance here, as that will be thrown into the corner, as Oliver Shepard will play it back, and that will go all the way back to the Bullies' end, trying to create something here on the shorthanded chance, as Shepard controlling it along the blue line, and he'll just rim it around back. It looks like it is Parth Shaw. Shaw over to Shepard now. Shepard behind the net. Bullies trying to set up something here. Let's see what they can do. Puck will be thrown in front, and a good save there by Jacob Batora off a close range effort from the Bullies, trying to get the first goal of the game. What a great effort that was from the Bullies, but they can't do anything as Batora throws his glove right on top of it. And we will see another face-off to the left of Batora. Number 7, John Adejo wins the draw cleanly, and it will be thrown down along the board. That's going to be cleared out by the Banana Hammocks, but a good chance there from Oliver Shepard is denied, and that ball will go all the way to the corner. Let's see what the Bullies can do here now as they walk it out to their own blue line. See Parth Shaw with a chance, trying to create something from his own blue line and get an opportunity there, as that quick shot by the Bullies will be covered by Batora once again. We'll see another battle, or another puck won by Adaho, and they're going to call another penalty here, it looks like. Actually, they aren't going to call it. They were saying it was offsides, but it was quickly delayed. And there's a quick shot for the Bullies, and that one will be parried away once again. The Bullies have just been really managing their zone possession throughout this game, or throughout this first period so far, and you could just tell they are just firing a bunch of shots on net, but nothing has been able to find the back of the net so far. Puck is a shot from the point, it looked like there, and there's a chance for the Bullies behind the net, and that one will just be tipped wide by Adaho. Along the far boards now, we see a quick chance there for the Bullies, and that's going to be blocked and cleared all the way down for an icing call. Face off to the left of Batora as John Adaho wins the draw. Actually, excuse me, that was Alex Gill on the draw, and a chance for the Bullies here, and that one will be cleared by the Banana Hammocks. Here's Alavino with a shot that's going to go wide, and let's see what the Banana Hammocks can do here, but it is quickly flipped out as the Bullies are on the attack now, and that's going to be poked away by the Banana Hammocks, and they're looking to set something up here. And that one will be thrown into the far corner for the Banana Hammocks. And that's going to be taken up by the Bullies. And will that be called for an icing? Yes, it will. And the faceoff will go to center ice now. As the Koi wins the draw for the Banana Hammocks, but it will be quickly flipped all the way back to Patora as he will make a save there. Ball now won by Alex Gelt, and it will be thrown out in front of the net for the Bullies here, but will be cleared all the way down for another icing call on the Banana Hammocks now. Puck will be won by the Banana Hammocks, and here they come on a chance here. Alvino getting in there in the corner as he will throw it all the way in front of the net, and that one will be knocked away. Banana Hammocks trying to control it, but the Bullies will whip it around, and will it be called for an icing call? Yes, it will, as we'll have a face-off to the to the left here of Millen. The Koi wins the draw clean. Here's a quick shot. They score! It is Paul Budlong from the top, and he rips it right past Millen, and it is a 1-0 lead for the Banana Hammocks late in the period. As we see the Koi line up to hit the draw, win it clean. Budlong grabs it and just fires it at the net. And it is a 1-0 lead for the Banana Hammocks here late in the first period of the championship game. Now puck is won, and that's going to be controlled by the Banana Hammocks. Here's a chance for the Hammocks again. Alvado in the corner. He'll play it out down low in front again. They score! It is Ryan Roberts in front of the net as he tips it home off a Luca Alvado pass, and it is 2-0 Banana Hammocks late in the first period. All of a sudden, the Banana Hammocks have just came alive as Roberts breaks up his own rebound and scores.
White.
Two quick goals from Budlong and Roberts to get the Banana Hammocks a late 2-0 lead as we approach the final 2 minutes of this first period. And those were some great attempts for the Banana Hammocks, and they have just been controlling the ball here in the final minute. But let's see what the Bullies can do here. Here's a chance for Chris Klein as he'll throw it in, and a good chance there for the Bullies, trying to create something here, and a good save by Patora. Another great stop by Patora in front. And there's a chance there that will be still covered now by Patora, and after a little mad scramble there, and now we're going to get a little shoving match here in the corner after the play as the Bullies were just jamming at the net there, and now there's some jawing back and forth between the players, and we'll try and get this sorted out in the final minute. Looks like no penalties are going to be called here. Looks like we'll just get a break in action for a quick sec here as we reset, as the face-off looks like it will be. Actually, they are going to send 2 players to the box here. So it looks like it's going to be a 4-on-4 here. Or maybe not a 4-on-4. Yeah, they're not going to call anything there. They just sent them over as a face-off will be knocked all the way to the corner for the Bullies. And the Bullies have a chance here to try and create something, as that is scrummed on the top in front. That pass will just go all the way to the blue line as we are approaching the final seconds here of this period. And as that one is a long shot from the Bullies, and a good chance as Jacob Patero has made a ton of saves throughout this period. And let's see what they can do here as they will just dump it down from their own end as the Bullies just ice the puck now. As we will get a face-off to the right of Jesse Millen. Aaron DeCoy loses a draw to John Adejo. There's a chance for the Banana Hammocks, but that will do it for the end of the first period.
Elevate your event to new heights with R&R Productions, a proud media partner of the Elite Draft League. From captivating visuals to immersive coverage, we specialize in bringing your moments to life with unparalleled creativity and expertise. Whether it's live streaming, highlight reels, or social media buzz, we've got you covered. So trust R&R Productions to amplify your brand and showcase your talent like never before. Experience the power of Elite Media Partnership with R&R Productions.
Just about to start the second period of play as the Banana Hammocks lead the Bullies by a score of 2-0 with goals from Ryan Roberts and Paul Budlong. Got the Banana Hammocks on the board late. Here's Alex Gill in the corner as Chet Johnson will take a shot from the top, and that one will rim around for the Bullies, and that'll be punched into the corner, but controlled by the Banana Hammocks as they will clear that out. Johnson with a good play. And some good defense work from Johnson. Johnson will slide that up to Gelt. Gelt bringing it into the far corner now. Let's see what he can do with it. Gelt trying to find a pass in front, but that chance is blocked. Gelt behind the net with the ball now, trying to do something with it. Here's Gelt around with a quick shot and a good save by Batora. And that one will be cleared out to the center of the court. And now it's controlled by the Banana Hammocks as they will fling that all the way around, and that one will not go for an icing, but it will be controlled by the Bullies as they are trying to get more possession time and trying to find a way to get a goal back into this game, as that's a shot that's going to go wide and go all the way up and around and out of play. So we will now have a face-off to what looks like it'll be a center ice draw here. Actually, it's going to be off to the side now. And that face-off is won by the Bullies as that will be flicked all the way down. But they are going to call it an icing here. So the Bullies will now have to take a defensive draw in their own end. Aaron DeCoy with a good win there for the Banana Hammocks. Ball thrown around now, and let's see what the Bullies can do with it. But it is not cleared out, as some great defensive work from the Banana Hammocks as they kept it alive. Here come the Bullies down the court. Can they get something going here? That's going to get passed through, but it will be easily blocked by a Banana Hammock player. And now the ball will roll into the court for the Banana Hammock, or the Bullies here, as they have a chance trying to get one on the doorstep, as that ball is now in the court side of the Banana Hammocks. Here's a long shot that's deflected by a Bullies player and goes into the corner, and the Hammocks try and clear it out, but that one is kept alive by Oliver Shepard, and a great shot from Shepard, but an even better save by Patora. We now have a face-off to the right of Patora as that ball just bounced out to the top, and a great shot from Shepard, but it just is gloved down by Patora as he shows a great glove save. We now see Gelt on the draw for the Bullies, as Gelt wins the draw clean, and the Bullies try and keep it in. They do. At the top, they throw it down low, trying to get a good chance here, and that's going to be deflected wide as Shepard's chance can't go. Here's Gelt behind the net for the Bullies. Gelt back up top, and that's going to be cleared out of the zone as the Banana Hammocks get control, but it's quickly thrown back into the offensive zone for the American Bullies. Here's Gelt. He'll throw it up top to Shepard, but he can't control it. And now on it is Jim McDonough, and he'll throw that up to Heckmuller. Paul Heckmuller on it now as he battles for it in the corner. Ball behind the net now as Heckmuller doing a great job defensively to keep it alive. And that one is going to be thrown in front, but that will go wide and out. And the Bullies keep it alive. Here's a chance from Adejo, and that one is deflected out wide. We will have a face-off coming up, and it looks like they're going to do the face-off right outside the offensive zone. They just dropped the ball quickly, and it's going to be the Banana Hammocks in possession with it. Actually, excuse me, that's going to be the Bullies in possession with it, trying to get out of their own zone. Ball is thrown up to Adejo, and he'll flick that in, and that's going to be an easy save for Patora. We have a draw to the right of Patora now as Adejo lining up for the draw. He wins it cleanly, and that's going to go into the corner. Let's see what they can do with it now. Here's Shepard, and he loses control, and here's a chance for the Banana Hammocks as it'll just be knocked away as Shepard maintained control of the ball there, and he'll run it up the court. Here's a chance now for the American Bullies trying to get on the board here, and that shot will go wide. Here's a chance for Adejo trying to jam at it, and that one will be blocked and cleared all the way down. So we will get another face-off, and Adejo loses that one to Koikoi there. Here come the Bullies trying to create something from the far corner. Ball at the top, and there's a shot deflected wide. And now we'll see Olivado try and go after it, and he can't do anything with it. And here's a long chance from behind the blue line there for the for the Bullies. And now a shot, and they score! It looked like the ball was tipped in there as a shot from, it looked like Shepard just buried it home. Actually, that's going to be number 19, Paul Heckmuller, as Heckmuller just cuts in from the side and rips it right in. And that thing is clean. And it looks like there could have been goalie interference here, but it's in. That ball just rolled on its way in past Patora from a tight angled shot from Paul Heckmuller. And the assistant captain for the American Bullies has them on the board finally. And it looks like the Banana Hammocks are kind of shocked at what they just saw after that goal was scored. We have to reset the net now as the net was knocked off its moorings after the goal was scored. And the referees huddled up trying to say if that ball crossed the line before it was in. The Banana Hammocks are kind of arguing with the referees here, trying to say that the moorings were off when the ball crossed the line. But the referees are going to call that a good goal. And now Jacob Pator is going to come and talk to the ref here and give his explanation on it, and trying to say that that ball was not clean, but we'll take another shot. Replay out of here. That ball rolling, and it is in. It is, and then the net comes off during the celebration of the goal by Heckmuller as he ripped it from the left circle there. We will restart, and now the American Bullies are down by a goal here in the second period. And that is a huge confidence boost for this American Bullies team, who have trailed down 2 goals late in the first period and managed to get one back here. And let's see what they can do and try and get a comeback here. Ball roll all the way down to Jesse Millen, and he'll freeze that one, and we'll get a face-off to the left of him now, as this will be the second face-off in the period down in the Bullies' own end of their court. Overall, both teams have played a great game so far, and the American Bullies just have not really had a lot of opportunities in this in the first period, but this second period has been mostly dominating zone time by this Bullies team. Ball's going to be cleared out to the blue line, and the Bullies will try and get something going here, but it's going to be quickly stolen away in neutral zone by the Banana Hammocks, and that one will be knocked back. Here come the Bullies trying to create something here from their own end. Ball is rolled out, and here's Alex Gelt. Gelt down the wing. Gelt trying to find a chance here behind the net with it. Here's Gelt. It'll slide it out. And a shot from the corner here. Or maybe a chance from the corner here. And it is a shot that's deflected wide. And can the Banana Hammocks try and clear it out of their own zone? No, they can't. More zone time possession for the Bullies, and a good chance right there. And that's going to be gloved away by Patora. And a great chance there for the Bullies, trying to just pounce on it on the side of the net. But Patora says no.
353.
And we're going to get face off to the left of Patora here, as that one is won by Oliver Shepard, the defenseman, playing a center position right there. And let's see what the Bullies can do here, as Jesse Millen will just pick it up, as that is considered an icing now. And now the face-off back behind the net for the Bullies, kept in alive there, looked like by McDonald. And now a chance for the Bullies again. Scramble at the net. That one's going to go wide and roll to the corner, as Chris Klein will pick it up now for the Bullies. Klein with a laser, and that one will be blocked into the corner. Now it looks like Johnson on the puck. Chet Johnson slides it over to Shepard, and here's a ripper from Jim McDonald, and that's going to be blocked away by Patora. And that's going to be poked out by number 68, Ryan Roberts. And now the ball will be cleared back and around, as the Bullies still maintaining a lot of zone time here in this offensive end in this second period. That's going to be cleared all the way down. And are they going to call this an icing? They will not call it an icing here. Actually, they are going to call this an icing. Actually, they don't call it an icing, as they say that was touched by a player. Here's a chance now for the Banana Hammocks. Roberts bringing it into the corner, trying to find his man in the slot, but can't find anybody, and that will roll all the way around for the American Bullies. And there's a chance in front, as a bad pass that was redirected by Ryan Roberts and saved by Millen. We'll get a face-off to the right of Millen now after that bad pass. And I think it was Johnson who might have made that pass that was redirected by Roberts, who was sitting right in front of the net. Ball is won now by the Bullies, as they've done a great job on the face-offs tonight so far. And that's going to be rolled into the Banana Hammock zone as they try and clear it out. But the Bullies just continuing to get more possession, and a great chance there, and a great shot that is blockered aside and cleared down by the Banana Hammocks for another icing call. Actually, they're going to want to bring it up this time, and no icing once again is not going to be called. Here's a pass that's going to be deflected, and let's see what they can do with it. The Bullies, again, just getting a lot of zone time in this offensive end, but overall, a couple chances here have not really gone their way, as the Banana Hammocks, Jacob Patora has done a great job in the net. And here's Shepard running with it, and he'll drop it back to Parth Shaw, and that one was battled for it as Shaw's shot goes deflected, and now there's a mad scramble behind the net for the Bullies trying to get something. Ball is out to the corner now. Let's see what the Bullies can do behind the net. Trying to do a little wraparound chance here, but that's going to be stuffed away by the Banana Hammocks, but it's not cleared out yet, as we see Jim McDonald try and clear it out, but that's not going to be enough. And it's now going to be cleared down into the corner, as Paul Heckmuller will play with it behind his own net now and try and bring it up for the Bullies. He'll pass it down over to Shepard. It was a little give and go there on their own blue line. Here's McDonald now. McDonald with a ripper of a shot, and that one is saved by Patora. Here's a chance in front, but that's not going to do anything for the Bullies as they are trying to just get sharp angle chances here. But most of them are easily being just paddled away, and blocker saved by Patora. That's going to be ripped and ringed around from the center ice for the Bullies here, and they have a chance, but that one will be saved by Patora once again. Jacob Patora has just kept them in this game here, and it looks like there might be a penalty coming up here, and it looks like it's going to be a cross-check. Or let's see if there was anything here, and overall, it's just a clean chance. And now it looks like we are going to get a timeout here. We are back from the break, just about to start the third period. There was a penalty called right at the end of the second period as they called a cross-checking penalty on number 15, Oliver Shepard of the American Bullies. Banana Hammocks leading the American Bullies 2-1 as the goal that was scored late in the period for the American Bullies by Paul Heckmuller, the assistant captain, got them on the board. Ball is going to be pushed all the way down to the Bullies' end of the ice as we see it looks like parts Shaw going after it. And now it will be taken along that far board side as here come the Bullies on the attack there, trying to get that tying goal here in that third period. There's a great chance in front. Scramble, they score! It is going to be Oliver Shepard as he grabs one out of the box, and the Bullies have tied this game early on in the third period. What a great pass there from the assistant captain, John Adejo, and it's Oliver Shepard right in front of the net, off the scramble, and scores to tie this game at 2. And that is a huge confidence boost for this Bullies squad, and a huge goal for Oliver Shepard as he will grab his first goal of this game just only 5 minutes into this third period. And that's going to be a short hit. Actually, they're going to call it even strength as well, as he just got out of the box after scoring that goal. And the Bullies are looking to just continue their momentum in this period. As we see Paul Heckmuller now battling along the corner in the back. Heckmuller still holding on to the ball. He'll slide it to Adaho. John Adaho in front. That's going to be tipped wide. Still scramble at the back now. We see Shepard with it. Shepard to Adaho. And that one is going to go into the corner. The Bullies still have possession with it. controlling it in front. That's going to be tipped wide. Here's Shepard now. Shepard, he gives it to Adaho. Actually, it's going to be a chance that's going to be cleared out now for the Banana Hammocks, as the Bullies had a quick possession of the ball there and couldn't clear it out. Trying to get on the attack now. Here's David Gelt. Gelt will throw it into the corner now. Here's Heckmuller. Paul Heckmuller behind the net now. Actually, it was not Gelt, it was Heckmuller who had it the whole time. There's a chance from Heckmuller, and that one goes wide. Here's Klein. He'll slide it down the wall to Heckmuller, who plays it behind the net now to, it looked like it was Adaho there. Trying to control it now for the Bullies as they try a wraparound chance there. That one's not going to go. The Bullies continuing just to get more zone time in this period. And now it looks like they might go off for a change here. But the Banana Hammocks trying to gain possession. That's going to be thrown down the wall by number 64, Charles Shaw. That's going to be flicked all the way back from DeKoikoi, and that is Aaron DeKoikoi, number 77. And it looks like it was chipped up into play now. And we are going to get a face-off at one of the neutral zones here. And that's going to be easily won by the Bullies. They continue to throw it in as Chris Klein there goes after the ball as it rolled right to Jacob Patora. And as he makes the easy save, and we'll get a face-off to the left of Patora. And it looks like it's going to be Alex Gelt taking the draw for the American Bullies. Overall, this game has been a great matchup, but the Bullies have definitely just maintaining tons of zone time throughout the second and third period and not giving the Banana Hammocks anything to go after here. As that ball is going to be controlled along the wall here. And a chance scramble as Part Shaw tries a good chance to try and jam it home, but he can't find anything as Patora makes a good save there. We will get another face-off to the right of Patora as he is down. But now back up. Here's a chance for the Bullies again. Just non-stop action in this third period as that's going to roll all the way down. And they are not going to call it an icing here as the Bullies will regain possession and try and control it. Here come the Bullies trying to get something here to make it a 3-2 game here in this third period. Here's a chance from the top there. That's going to be thrown down the wall. Chris Klein on it now as Klein will throw it out in front and a mad scramble. That doesn't go. Here's Shepard now. Oliver Shepard plays it over. That's going to be taken by Adaho. Shot there is going to be blocker saved by Patora as Jim McDonald had a good chance there. That's going to be tipped in front and out of play. And now a little scrumming match here as it's getting a little chippy now between a couple of the players on each side. And it looks like there will be penalties called here. Roughing minors will be going both ways. As it's going to be Jet Johnson in the box and number 88, Brian DeKoikoi, Aaron DeKoikoi's relative, going into the box there here with just 5 minutes left in this period. Overall, both teams had great chances just back and forth. Let's see what both teams can do here on the 4-on-4. Here comes David Goat trying to go after the ball as that's going to roll all the way to the backside for the Banana Hammocks to control it. That's going to be in the neutral zone now, and it's going to be a chance here maybe as Adaho tries to poke it, and it's cleared all the way down for the Banana Hammocks. And here come the Hammocks trying to get something here to make it a 3-2 game. Controlled now by the Bullies for a quick second, but it is quickly regained by the Banana Hammocks, but they just dump it in to get a quick line change for both squads now. Shepard holding on to it as he'll drop it back. And now let's see what the boys can do here as they throw it up the wall. That's going to be Gelt who will flick it in. Here's Adaho. John Adaho trying to find somebody. He throws it in front and it's tipped in. It's over Shepard with his second of the game. A blind pass from John Adaho. And Oliver Shepard has given the Bullies a 3-2 lead. A great play as Adaho cuts around the net. Just throws it in front and it's redirected by Oliver Shepard, and the Bullies have a 3-2 lead late here in this third period with 4 minutes remaining. And you can tell that Jacob Porto is just absolutely stunned at that play. And what a huge goal for the American Bullies as they take their first lead of the night here at the sports park. And that was a great play from James Shepard to tip that ball right into the back of the net to give the Bullies the lead. And they are still just pressing the Banana Hammocks and not giving them anything. Can the Banana Hammocks try and find a way to tie this game late? There's not a lot of time left in this match. Here's Chet Johnson in the corner. Johnson, he'll slide it back, and that's going to go all the way down in the ice, and that's going to be frozen there by Jesse Millen. Aaron DeCoy wins the draw, and that's going to be knocked all the way back. DeCoy has been a key role player for this Bananas team throughout the night. Here's a chance now for the Banana Hammocks as Paul Budlong can't control it. Here's Adaho now. Adaho flicks it down the court, and that's going to be knocked back into the zone for the Banana Hammocks. Can the Hammocks find a way to get something? It looks like there's going to be a penalty here. And yeah, there's going to be, looks like it might be a 4-on-4 now, as there's going to be an interference call on number 7, John Adaho, the assistant captain for the American Bullies. And this comes with 3 minutes remaining here in this third period, and that could be a huge confidence boost for the Banana Hammocks if they can get something going here on this power play. We'll see DeCoy and Shepard battle at the draw now, as that's won by the Hammocks, trying to find something, and that's going to be thrown into the corner now. Here's DeCoy. He'll slide it up to Budlong, but DeCoy is playing a great job down low, and here's Shepard now for the American Bullies. Shepard, he'll bring it out and just dump and chase, it looks like here, as he's going to go into the boards now with Budlong, as Budlong will clear that out. Here come the Hammocks trying to get something on this power play. Ball's going to be controlled at the back, and they're going to dump it in, as that was dumped in at the red line, as there goes DeCoy in the corner trying to get something started. Here's a shot deflected, and that one's going to go wide. Aaron DeCoy chases after it, and a shot that will go around, and that will go straight to the American Bullies, who will clear this ball all the way down. And now Patoro will play it out, getting out of his crease there. That could have been a mistake, as here's Alex Gelt behind the net. Gelt trying to create something and grab a fourth one for the Bullies here. Here's Gelt. He'll hold on to it. About final 2 minutes remaining here in this third period, with the Bullies leading by a goal. Again, the Bullies trail 2-0 throughout this game and finally found a way back to get in. Here's DeCoy now. Cuts and stops there at the top slot. DeCoy will slide it over, and now the Bullies are playing really good defense to get it out, but there's a shot that's going to be dumped in. About a final minute to go now, and the Bullies are trying to find a way to just hold on to this lead as Adaho will dump it around. And here's Luca Alavito, battling for it with, it looks like it's going to be Gelt there. Yes, it is. Gelt slides it to Adaho, and Adaho will play it back, and that's going to go down the other end of the ice as the Koi will dump that in, and it's going to be controlled by the Bullies. They try and clear it out, and that'll go all the way down, but it's going to be controlled by the Banana Hammocks now. That's going to be dumped in. Let's see what the Hammocks can do here. It looks like we're actually going to get a penalty here for, actually, let's see what they're going to call this. I think they're just going to call it, looks like an unsportsmanlike penalty here, or even an interference call. Actually, I think they're just going to give them an icing here. That was a really tough call from the broadcast booth here, as we couldn't figure out what the refs were going to call that. And as this ball is going to be dumped into the corner now, as Ryan Roberts goes at it for the Banana Hammocks. A mad scramble near the side of the net now, and here's a chance for the Banana Hammocks to try and get something here. They'll have at the top. It's going to be thrown in, and a score! A stunner! And it looked like it might have been tipped in here, or maybe it was just a clean shot. But they're going to give him a goal here, as this ball was thrown around, and it just sniped it from nowhere. It looked like it might have been tipped in front. And I think they're going to give credit here to one of the Koikois on that even strength goal here with 22 seconds remaining, and we're tied at 3. A crazy call, and just kind of a crazy shot. Might have been deflected. It was hard to tell from our vantage point here, but that was a huge, huge goal for the Banana Hammocks to tie this thing late in the third period with only 22 seconds remaining. Here's a chance for the Bullies trying to get something, but that is going to do it for the third period. This championship game will require overtime, and we will be back to start the first period overtime here in the 2025 Spring Division Championship game in a moment. And overtime is underway here in the 2025 Spring Division Championship between the American Bullies and the Banana Hammocks. Let's see what the Bullies can do here. There's a shot that's going to be blocked, and looks like Oliver Shepard trying to get it, but that's going to be cleared down the ice by the Banana Hammocks for an icing call. And we will now see a face-off to the left of Jacob Patora. Here come the Bullies trying to get a good shot. That's going to be tipped wide. And here's Parth Schaub, who plays it down low, trying to find a man. Shepard plays it back up top. Shaw tries it between the legs move, and that doesn't really go anywhere, and it's going to be cleared down the ice. Will it be called for an icing call? The refs will call for an icing. Now we're going to see Alex Gelt take the draw for the American Bullies. Wins it to the side, and here's a chance for Shepard, and that one is saved by Patora and put to the side. Here's Gelt now as he brings it behind his net. And Shaw, actually it looks like it's Johnson who was trying to go after that thing. Actually it was Shepard, it looked like, trying to go after that ball and couldn't get it. And now let's see what the Banana Hammocks can do here. Here's Aaron DeKoikoi, and that's going to be taken away. Gelt will dump it in, but the Banana Hammocks will rim it around the boards. Is this going to be called for icing? They are going to call it an icing. Now we're going to see Gelt. Actually, it's going to be John Adoho taking the draw now for the Bullies as he wins it back. And that's going to be played out Let's see what the Bullies can do here. That one's going to be rimmed around, and Daho and Shepard on each other's tail. Actually, that was Klein. Looked like it was Shepard, but it was Klein who couldn't get it. And it's going to be a shot from the side that is saved by Patora. And we'll get a face-off to the right of Jacob Patora now. And it looks like both teams are going to keep the same lines out, as we'll see John Adaho take the draw once again. Adaho wins it clean, but it's going to go to the Banana Hammocks, and they will ice the puck. And that's going to be, actually it's going to be frozen here and played out from our vantage point. The camera didn't move, so we couldn't see where the ball went, but it ended up going to Jesse Milne. Let's see what the Banana Hammocks can do here as they managed to get the puck all the way down, but it was called back for an icing here. Adoho loses the draw there, and it's going to be dumped. Will they get there in time? It's going to be frozen by Milne, but he plays it up, and there's the speed, and it looks like it is Klein there, but he loses the puck, and there's a shot from Aaron DeCoy. It's loose, and a great save by Milne. Another great stop from Milne on the wraparound chance. Here come the Hammocks. Can the Hammocks just contain the pressure here? Puck thrown around. Roberts. Here come the Bullies. Can the Bullies find something here? On a break now. Trying to find a Daho. That doesn't go. And no offsides is going to be called there, as Jim McDonald almost carried the puck over the line. So now both teams are going to make a change, as it was an icing call from the Banana Hammocks as they managed to dump the puck, and the ref called it an icing. And now we'll see Alex Gelt go out there and take the draw. Gelt wins it clean. Over it to Jimmy Engo. Engo loses the puck, and that's going to be taken away by Chet Johnson, and Johnson will throw it up for the Bullies. There's a chance for the Bullies now, and they're trying to maintain possession here. In the offensive zone, Shepard will throw it down low, and that's going to be punched to the corner as Alvarado picks it up. Alvarado will play it down the wing, and it looks like the Bullies can't get onside as the Koi was knocked or had 1 foot over the line, so it would have been offside. And now here come the Bullies down the ice, or the court, trying to keep it alive. And that's going to be stolen away. Here's the Koi. Walk in, and that shot's going to go wide and sail into the corner. A chance for the Banana Hammocks down low. That won't go. Battling for it in the corner now. Here come the Banana Hammocks, but it's going to be quickly stolen away by the Bullies now. Here's Parps Shaw. Shaw slides it to, it looked like it was a pass to Oliver Shepard, but he couldn't control it. Now Shepard will drop it back to Gelt, and that one's going to be saved. That will be dumped, but not cleared out enough, as they managed to keep it in the zone. Let's see what the Bullies can do here. Behind the net. Now, here's Gelt. Gelt holding on to it. They slide it out, and that's going to go to neutral ice, or neutral court now. Here's Gelt on the puck, on the ball, slides it to Shepard. Here's a chance, and that's going to be saved by Portola. Here come the Banana Hammocks. Here's Ryan Roberts. He can't do anything with it. Ball's in central court. That's going to be dumped around as both teams make a change, and that's going to be saved by Patora, and we'll get a stoppage and a face-off to the left of Patora as we take another replay, or the replay of Shepard, it looked like, who passed to the Gelt, and a great stop there from Jacob Patora, and the Banana Hammocks were able to clear the puck out. See what the Banana Hammocks can do in their defensive zone and clear it out. They do clear it out. Here's a breakaway now. And that's going to be an easy stop for Jesse Millen as he managed to just block it aside now. Now here come the Banana Hammocks with a good chance, and that's saved. Here come the Bullies back up the court, and that's going to be poked away. The Banana Hammocks gaining more possession time here. Trying to find something that's going to be tipped, and a good save by Milne. Here's Roberts battling for the Banana Hammocks, and he'll knock it back. The Banana Hammocks are trying to create something here, and that's going to go into the corner as Chris Klein just misses it. And here's a chance, and that's going to be dumped around the boards back into the American Bullies zone. Bullies trying to get it out and get some possession time in the offensive zone. Let's see what they can do with it, but they can't do much. Here's Olivano. He'll pass it around, and it falls to two Bully players, and they get tied up by themselves, and it looks like they couldn't get out, or couldn't get into the zone. Up along the far ball, that's going to be cleared, and that's going to be rimmed around. Here come the Banana Hammocks. Ryan Roberts down the wing. Roberts holding on to, and a quick shot and save by Milne. What a great glove save there from the Bullies netminder. And now it's back in the other way. Here come, actually they're going to call this an icing here, or it might have been a penalty. We'll see what is called here, and they're just going to call it, that could have been batted down with a high stick. That's going to be flicked all the way out, but it's kept in. There's a quick shot and a good save there by Jacob Patora. Here come the Bullies trying to create something down low. That's going to go out, and here's Olivano, and he will just dump it in. That's going to be blocked, though, and the ball is now out, and let's see what they can try here. Here's Decoy with a chance here from, and that was Aaron Decoy who took that shot, and that one was blocked. Banana Hammock gaining more zone time here, and that one's going to be tipped wide. Let's see what they can do here. Final 2 minutes of the period. Battle along the far boards, and that's going to be out. Here come the Bullies. Can Alex Gelt get to it in time? Gelt has it around the boards. Gelt slides out, quick shot, and a good save there by Patora. Here come the Bullies trying to create something, but it's going to be taken away by the Banana Hammocks. Here comes Decoy on a breakaway. Decoy going for the win. He scores! Aaron Decoy, the captain, has won the championship for the Banana Hammocks. He got a great pass from Charles Shaw and walked in to win. And the Banana Hammocks are your 2025 Spring Division champions. And a great goal and a great moment for Aaron Decoy. And that will do it for us here from the Chapman Sports Park in Garden Grove, California. Thank you for tuning in to this California Beach Hockey Club Spring Division Championship.